Hello, students! Welcome back to our channel for Grade 9 Biology. Grade 9 Biology Unit 2, Characteristics and Classification Plants. In this lesson, we'll be continuing with Unit 2, Characteristics and Classification of Living Things. The kingdom Plantae is one of the 5 major kingdoms used to classify all living things. It includes all types of plants. Plants are very important because they make oxygen, which we need to breathe. They also make food through a process called photosynthesis. In this lesson, we will learn what plants are, their characteristics, and the main groups or divisions in this kingdom. So let's start with what is a plant. Plants are living things. That means they are made of cells, need energy to survive, grow and develop, respond to their environment, and reproduce. Now let's look at some characteristics of plants. Plants are multicellular, meaning they are made of many cells. They are eukaryotic, meaning their cells have a nucleus and other membrane-bound organelles. Plants are autotrophs, which means they can make their own food. They do this using sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide through the process called photosynthesis. This process happens in a part of the plant's cell called the chloroplast, which contains a green pigment called chlorophyll. Plants cannot move from place to place. They are stationary. Their cells have a strong cell wall made of cellulose. The cell wall gives the plant shape and support. Plants can reproduce in 2 ways, asexually by parts like roots or stems, and sexually by using seeds or spores. Plants are usually diploid, meaning they have 2 sets of chromosomes in their cells. Some plants may have more than 2 sets of chromosomes. Finally, plants are very diverse. There are more than 250,000 species of plants in the world. Some examples are mosses and worts, gymnosperms, angiosperms. Now let's talk about the main groups of plants. There are several ways to group plants. One simple group is by the bryophytes. This group includes mosses, liverworts, and hornworts. These are small, non-vascular plants. This means they do not have special tissues to carry water and food. They are usually found in damp and shady places. Another important group is the pteridophyta. These are also called ferns. Ferns are vascular plants, which means they have xylem and phloem to carry water and food in their bodies. Unlike flowering plants, ferns do not produce seeds or flowers. Instead, they reproduce using spores which grow on the underside of their leaves. You may have seen ferns in gardens or in the wild. They have large, often divided leaves called fronds. There are many groups within the pteridophyta, but they are all vascular plants that reproduce with spores. More advanced plants are called seed plants, or spermatophyta. This group includes plants that produce seeds and pollen. Spermatophytes are divided into 2 main groups, gymnosperms and angiosperms. Gymnosperms are seed plants that do not produce flowers or fruits. Their seeds are naked, meaning they are not enclosed in a fruit. A good example of gymnosperms is conifers, such as pine or fir trees. These plants usually have needle-like leaves and cones. Conifers are very common in colder climates, and many species of conifers exist. Angiosperms are the most advanced and most common group of plants. They are also known as flowering plants. Angiosperms produce flowers and fruits. The seeds are protected inside the fruit. Angiosperms are further divided into 2 groups, monocots and dicots. Monocots are plants that have 1 seed leaf, or cotyledon. They have parallel leaf veins, and their flower parts are usually in multiples of 3. Grasses, corn, and lily are examples of monocots. Dicots have 2 seed leaves. Their leaf veins are usually branching, and their flower parts are in multiples of 4 or 5. Examples include beans, sunflowers, and roses. In summary, the kingdom Plantae includes all multicellular, autotrophic organisms that make their own food through photosynthesis. Plants are an important part of life on Earth. They can be divided into different groups. Bryophytes are small and non-vascular. Pteridophytes, like ferns, are vascular but use spores to reproduce. Spermatophytes are seed plants and include gymnosperms, which produce seeds without flowers, and angiosperms, which produce flowers and fruits. Angiosperms are divided into monocots and dicots based on their seed structure and other examples of monocot plants. Examples of dicot plants. Understanding these plant groups helps us to see the beauty and variety of the plant kingdom. Review questions with answers. 1. What are the main characteristics of plants in the kingdom Plantae? Answer: plants are multicellular, eukaryotic, and autotrophic organisms. They make their own food through photosynthesis using chlorophyll. Their cells have a cell wall made of cellulose, and they are usually stationary. 2. What is the difference between gymnosperms and angiosperms? Answer: gymnosperms produce seeds without flowers or fruits, while angiosperms produce seeds inside flowers and fruits. Angiosperms are also known as flowering plants. 3. How do monocots differ from dicots? Answer: monocots have one seed leaf cotyledon, parallel leaf veins, and flower parts in multiples of 3. Dicots have to seed leaves, branching leaf veins, and flower parts in multiples of 4 or 5. 4. What are pteridophytes and how do they reproduce? Answer: pteridophytes are vascular plants like ferns. They reproduce by spores instead of seeds or flowers. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. Please like, share, and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.